Hello, Homestead team. I'm Chaplain Robert Terrell, and this is your October 18th, 2021 Monday Motivator. The area in which I live in is Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and there's an organization in this area called Justice Works. The story of its creation I find fascinating, and that is, it was started by a judge in the area who noticed that the children of the parents he used to see in court, he was now seeing in court. And not only was he seeing their children, but he began to see the grandchildren of people he had seen beforehand. And at that point, he began to question whether or not some of the things that he was presiding over were just or not. And he thought that there needed to be an action to solve some of the problems that were obviously leading to some of the very same families being before him week after week after week. There are times where we make our own choices and they just lead to terrible things. And then there are other times where we experience things that cause us to go down paths that we might not have chosen on our own. Our actions matter, but we're also influenced by the things that have happened in our past. This coming Wednesday, I'm going to talk about adverse childhood experiences, something you may have heard of before, something that our CDC and Kaiser Permanente think are so important that they did a groundbreaking study on adverse childhood experiences and the influence they have. They affect so many of the choices that we make. They not only affect our choices, but they also affect our mental development and even our physical health. My faith teaches me that our actions resound throughout our lives, but that they also can be changed. They can be changed by us making positive choices in our life. I'm going to be talking about that this Wednesday, and I would invite you to participate with me and many other caregivers on that. It's on our Facebook page, on the Wisconsin Caregivers Facebook page that's a part of We Care Senior Care. You'll be able to participate in that. But what I want you to know is, what the study, the ACE interface study, found. What it found was that while these changes were significant, they were mental changes and there were health changes based off of these adverse childhood experiences we had, many of them were also reversible. It took specific actions. It took getting involved with caring and competent people, but they were reversible. The things that have happened to you in your past, while they shape you, and they do shape you, they are not irreversible. You can make choices and take steps and be involved in actions that will help to reverse many of those. Wednesday we're going to talk about this, but what I hope you know, regardless of whether or not you can be on the video Wednesday or not, is that, my faith teaches that those things can change for you too. I believe that Jesus does that for us, but I believe you can do it in many ways. I hope you know that. I hope you know that the bad things that have happened in your life, while they are important, and I never, ever, ever mean to make it sound like they are minimal, they're also not in complete control of you. You can change. If you hear nothing else, hear this. Our CEO, God, He cares for you very much. Too much for you to have to continue in the pain that often happens from the events that have happened in our past. And not only does He care about you, but I care about you and many other people do too. Have a great week, okay?